What if the friendly robot assisting your aging parent is hiding a dark side? Social robots are being welcomed into elder care communities, but beneath their helpful exterior lie urgent ethical concerns that could jeopardize your loved one's well-being. These robots engage with residents daily, offering companionship and monitoring health, but their efficiency may come at a hidden cost. Imagine a frail elder eagerly sharing stories with a robot, only to discover it prioritizes programmed responses over genuine care. The line between empathy and mere convenience is dangerously thin, and many don't realize these advanced machines can miss critical signs of distress. Picture your loved one struggling while the robot adheres to its routine, failing to provide real comfort when it's needed most. Then consider the risk of dependency. What happens when your parent leans on a robotic companion for emotional support, sidelining human caregivers? This could lead to isolation and a false sense of security in a machine that lacks true understanding. Let's not ignore the potential for malfunction. What if a robot fails during a critical moment, leaving an elder vulnerable? The technology we trust could become a ticking time bomb. Awareness is crucial. We must ask tough questions before accepting these robots as part of daily life. Are we sacrificing genuine human interaction for convenience? Are we ready for the emotional fallout of this technology? As we embrace a future filled with social robots, we must tread carefully. The true cost of convenience could be far greater than we ever imagined. Imagine a world where robots become your mother's closest companion. Sounds convenient, right? But what if that companionship comes with hidden risks? In our tech-driven society, social robots are increasingly common, especially in elder care communities. Yet, many overlook the ethical challenges of introducing these machines into our lives. While social robots can provide companionship, when elderly individuals start relying on these machines, what happens to their relationships with family and friends? It's concerning. In our quest to simplify life, we might be undermining the essence of community. Take, for example, an elderly woman named Sarah who receives a robot to help her remember her medications. Initially, it feels miraculous, but soon she realizes she feels more connected to the robot than to her grandchildren. It's striking how quickly that bond can shift. These robots are designed to engage and respond, as if they understand emotions, but can a machine truly comprehend loneliness? When it fails to meet those emotional needs, the gap can widen, leaving our loved ones feeling even more isolated. Here's where it gets concerning. These robots learn from their interactions. If they sense stress or sadness, fire programmed to adjust their responses. But what if they misinterpret a sigh of frustration as a cue for more engagement? This could create a cycle of confusion and frustration. The stakes are high. We're not just dealing with a malfunctioning device, we're risking the mental well-being of our elders. What if, in our pursuit of convenience, we create an environment that feels more like a cage than a community? Let's raise the stakes even further. Imagine a facility opting for robots over human caregivers to save costs. While robots can manage schedules and remind residents about activities, can they truly fulfill emotional needs without the warmth of human touch? The answer isn't clear, and that's where the real danger lies. So, how can we navigate these ethical challenges? It starts with awareness. We need to recognize the limitations of these technologies and advocate for a balanced approach that combines human interaction with robotic assistance. Technology should be a tool, not a substitute. Embracing advancements is essential, but we must remain vigilant. Imagine the world we want for our loved ones. Let's ensure it's a place where they are not just surviving, but truly living. Have you ever considered that the robots designed to care for our elderly might be doing more harm than good? It's a concerning thought, right? As we embrace social robots in elder care communities, we often overlook a darker side. What if these robots unintentionally increase feelings of loneliness instead of fostering connection? Imagine an elderly person sitting alone in a sterile room interacting with a robot programmed to respond to their needs. It sounds comforting at first, but what if that interaction replaces the warmth of genuine human touch and care? Let's dive deeper. These robots are intended to assist, yet they may serve as a poor substitute for real companionship. Picture a frail grandmother who, instead of sharing her stories with family, finds solace in a mechanical voice. While this might seem reassuring, it raises an important question. Are we prioritizing convenience over authentic relationships? The ethical concerns are significant. We're shifting care responsibilities to machines, believing we're solving a problem. But what happens when the human connection starts to fade? There's a growing worry that we're not just replacing caregivers, we're jeopardizing the emotional well-being of our loved ones. Now let's think about trust. Imagine a scenario where a social robot misreads an elderly person's distress. Instead of offering help, it sticks to its programmed routine, completely unaware of the situation. The potential for harm is real. What if a vulnerable individual needs assistance, and the robot simply doesn't understand their needs? The stakes are high, and the implications reach beyond individual experiences. Communities may think they're innovating, but they could be losing the essence of care. We might not question having a robot in a nursing home, but every decision we make sends ripples that affect everyone involved. We're on the brink of a significant change. How can we ensure technology enhances rather than diminishes the human experience? It's not just about introducing robots, it's about integrating them thoughtfully. We need to ask ourselves, how can we strike a balance that maintains our humanity while embracing innovation? So, what's the answer? It begins with awareness.